When most people picture Africa's pyramids, they imagine Egypt's deserts and pharaohs. Few realize that Egypt does not even have the most pyramids on the continent. Hundreds stand forgotten further south in Sudan, challenging popular history and raising an uncomfortable question. Why do some ancient African civilizations dominate our memory while others are quietly ignored? Before I continue, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends, so more people can discover this content. Also, subscribe to receive more content like this. When people think of pyramids in Africa, Egypt almost always comes to mind. The towering structures at Giza are among the most recognizable monuments on Earth and are often treated as symbols of ancient civilization itself. However, Egypt does not actually possess the greatest number of pyramids in Africa. That distinction belongs to Sudan, a fact that remains relatively unknown outside academic circles. Understanding which African countries have pyramids and why Egyptian pyramids dominate global awareness reveals much about history, archaeology, and the way narratives are shaped. Sudan contains more than 200 pyramids, significantly more than Egypt's estimated 120. Most Sudanese pyramids are located in the north of the country at sites such as Meroe, Nuri, and El Kuru. These structures were built by the ancient kingdom of Kush, a powerful Nubian civilization that flourished along the Nile for centuries. Kushite pyramids were primarily royal tombs and are distinct in appearance. They are generally smaller, narrower, and steeper than Egyptian pyramids. Despite their size, they represent a long and sophisticated tradition of statehood, religion, and engineering. At its height, Kush was not a peripheral culture, but advanced, unique civilization that flourished in ancient Nubia, modern Sudan, that even ruled Egypt during the 25th dynasty. Egypt, by contrast, is home to the most famous pyramids in the world. Its pyramidal construction began earlier, around 2600 BCE, during the Old Kingdom. The Great Pyramid of Giza is the largest pyramid ever built and remained the tallest man-made structure on Earth for nearly 4,000 years. The scale, age, and technical precision of Egypt's pyramids naturally attracted attention, both in antiquity and in modern times. Famous pyramid complexes such as Giza, Saqqara, and Dashur became central reference points for understanding ancient history. The reason Egyptian pyramids dominate global consciousness, however, goes beyond their physical characteristics. Ancient Greek and Roman writers, whose works heavily influenced Western education, wrote extensively about Egypt. Historians like Herodotus helped establish Egypt as a foundational civilization in classical thought, while Nubian history received far less documentation. This imbalance was reinforced centuries later during the colonial era, when European archaeologists focused disproportionately on Egypt. Early excavations, museums, and textbooks prioritized Egyptian discoveries, while Sudanese sites were understudied, damaged, or ignored. Modern politics and tourism have also played a role in shaping public perception. Egypt has invested heavily in presenting itself as a continuous civilization, encouraging the idea that the achievements of ancient Egypt belong directly to the modern Egyptian state. This narrative often downplays the fact that many of the civilization's founders and early dynasties were ethnically African and closely linked to Nubian populations further south. By contrast, Sudan's political instability and limited infrastructure have restricted access to its archaeological sites, leaving Nubian pyramids largely absent from popular media, education, and tourism narratives. As a result, global audiences are more likely to associate Africa's ancient monuments with modern Egypt than with the Black African civilizations that played a central role in their creation. In short, Africa's pyramidal heritage is broader and richer than commonly assumed. Sudan holds the numerical record, while Egypt holds the spotlight. The dominance of Egyptian pyramids reflects not only ancient achievements, but also centuries of historical bias, selective storytelling, and unequal global attention. Recognizing Sudan's pyramids helps restore balance to Africa's ancient history and challenges long-standing assumptions about where civilization flourished and why we remember it the way we do. If this changed the way you think about African history, don't keep it to yourself. Like the video, share it with someone who loves learning, and subscribe for more untold stories. Most importantly, leave a comment. Do you think history has been selectively remembered or simply misunderstood?